everybody out there in YouTube land today? Let's get you woke up. Thought I'd sneak that in on him because I knew he wouldn't be expecting it that quick. Oh, Lord.
Evil, Brenda, you're evil. I love it. Don't ever change.
Oh, that's what he gets for making me wait. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the pre-show was very short. You weren't missing anything.
I hope everybody is out there having a good time today. The weather has been beautiful here in Eastern Indiana today. And I couldn't ask for anything much better. It was in the 70s, up to about 80 today, and nice breeze going. We got a nice room full of folks out there in the chat. Let's see, I'm going to go down through them. We got Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs is in the house. You Not Ready 365 in the house. Muck Nuts Reviews is in the house. And let's see here, go down a little bit further in the list. We got Simply Wooden Creations with Russ Clarity is in the house. Know What Mom Knows with Shelley Cole is in the house. Carol O'Connor 2 is in the house. And Portal Woodworks is in the house. Joyce McGuire's in the house. Luana Pierce is in the house. 4K's We Love Rain is in the house. Good to have everybody with us here tonight. Share this out. Let's get the word out because we want to network tonight. We want lots of people in here. The more we have, the more networking that we can do. Make friends. Story of Dory just come in. Hit the like button. I always appreciate that when you hit the like button. And I'm learning how to use this StreamYard. I get better at it every week with the things that I've got to do. Keep in mind, if you come back to watch it after the broadcast, it takes a little while for it to process through YouTube. And then it takes even a little bit longer for the chat to process. So you just have to, bear with it. It takes 3 or 4 hours for the whole thing to get through. But with that being said, we got Matt out there, and he's trying to get his ears working again since I've done blasted his head half off.
Yeah, it's coming around. I can start to make out the low tones. So, hi, everyone. It's good to see a bunch of old friends and some new friends. Like Brenda said, my name's Matt. I have the All Things YouTube channel. I have another channel, too, called Awesome with Things. But, hey, Brenda keeps asking me back, so I keep coming back, and we keep the shenanigans going, and we have a good time, and we make friends, as she said. Support, support, support. That's what it's all about. And some facts, too. How does that work?
Well, what we do here with the facts is we give you interesting facts. You give us interesting facts. They need to be true facts, but, we have fun every once in a while with some that's not so true. And if you blow our minds with the facts that you lay out there, we will give you virtual tacos and cowbell rings, which are not worth anything, but they're a whole lot of fun.
Highly coveted, too. So how many virtual tacos and cowbell rings can you collect on this show? Drop the interesting facts. We want to hear them and see them.
Mr. Doughboy 356 is in the house. He said he fell and bumped his head in the shower and woke up here. He wants to know what planet he's on.
Oh, my goodness. Well, not sure what planet this is. It's the third one from the sun.
Third rock from the sun.
Earth is what the locals call it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not an alien. Only Mark Zuckerberg's an alien.
We got Heiferbot in the house. Heiferbot's going to be putting little things out there for you every once in a while, give you links and that sort of thing. She's very helpful. She wants a raise. She ain't going to get one.
Well, she does a good job. I hope she keeps it up. Keep her on the payroll at the current salary.
Luana said she likes my hairstyle. This is called summer.
Yeah. Some hairs go this way, some go that way.
Yeah, it's summer hair. Nothing special about it. It just, lands wherever it lands today. It's been so hot up until the last couple of days. My goodness.
Thank goodness it broke.
Oh, we were all about to suffocate to death. And I got my yard mowed yesterday for the first time in 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez. Did you let the clippings lay? There's probably big brown clumps of dead grass.
It's none too pretty back there, but it is what it is. I'd been after him to mow it, and they kept putting it off. And when he mowed yesterday, he says, "How long has it been since I mowed?" And I said, "Well, tomorrow make two 2 weeks since you've been here. And
That's too long.
he
Too
says,
long.
Lord, he says, it was awful tall. And I said, well, it's why I've been trying to get you over here to mow it, and you keep putting it off.
I dropped the virtual taco by accident in the chat. So just share that one amongst yourselves. The first one's free.
I don't know if he thought the grass is going to get shorter if he waited longer. Or...
It doesn't go back in the ground. It only goes up.
Oh, there's Jim Bashir's. He's back. Apparently he took a little sabbatical.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Luana says, wearing all black shirt and pants will elongate your length and make you look taller and slimmer. Busby also recommends pointy-toed shoes, which I cannot wear, but the rest, yes.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Some of those colors can be flattering, and I get it.
That's why I'm wearing a black shirt. You know, it makes me look so much slimmer.
Yeah. The perfect shirt for ladies would be, white from the ribs up and then black from the ribs down. Because white is the opposite. White makes things look bigger, and black makes things look slimmer.
I don't need nothing making anything look any bigger than it already is. It just is what it is. You just get to that age where, hey.
Horizontal stripes are flattering too, but then you start looking like a mime, and that's not good for anybody.
Well, horizontal stripes make you look wide.
Oh, they do? Then what is it? Vertical stripes is what I don't know.
You want vertical stripes.
I got to give Luana her taco here. See, she's the first one, folks. See, who's going to be number 2? Who's going to be awarded the second taco?
Harold Connor says, just yesterday, my wife burnt her hand cooking. She started crying in pain. I told her to put it over her heart. It's nice and cold there.
Oh. My goodness.
Lord, he wants to be in trouble.
Yes. Always vertical stripes, Luana says. Yes. Okay, there we go. I know some design principles, but the fashion ones I'm a little sketchy on.
Yeah, she wants to know if she gets a taco. You got a taco.
Yeah, I dropped it, and then 40 seconds later, she asked for one. There's a delay. I think there's like a minute delay between what we talk and how it comes out on your screens.
Yeah. Story Dory says that straight jackets are very slimming, but they're hard to put on by yourself.
Yeah.
Harnell Media's in the house. Hey, Steve. I just put in an order with Steve over there on the Makers Media Network. If you're not familiar with Makers Media Network, go to makersmedianetwork.com and check out the shop, and you will find the logo shirts and logo mugs for many of the crafters and makers in the community. I am included in that. Matt is included in that. So you can check that stuff out and see if you can find something that you like. They go clear up to size 5X. So, there's plenty of sizes there to fit everybody.
Merch is what it's all about. Merch.
That's right. I'm wearing one of my logo shirts.
Oh, nice. I love that logo. That is a cool logo because it looks like a G. And your name is BrendaG.
BrendaG's Designs, where we do comedy and we do live streams and we do crafts and we do all kinds of stuff. I do product reviews, all kinds of things on this.
Is your advice free?
My advice is free. It might not be good, but it is free.
I wasn't going to ask the good part. I wasn't touching that one.
There's 175 episodes of Heifer Haven's free advice up right now, and there'll be another and go up tonight. I'm thinking about running it like to 200 and then cutting it off and starting my next series.
Cool. Hey, you see what's going on in the background?
Do I see what's going on in the background? No, I didn't see. I'm looking at the other screen.
Portal Woodworks, $2. He says gourd money.
Gourd money. Thank you very much. We're running the gourd challenge right now. See, Matt's got the gourds there showing you what the gourds look like. These came out of my garden last year. They're called Tennessee spinner gourds. And the challenge works like this. If you would like to get involved in this and do a craft involving the Tennessee spinner gourds, I need your mailing address, and you can get that to me either on Facebook or on Twitter, and just look me up. It's BrendaG's Designs. And I will mail you a box of gourds, and all I ask is that you do a project. You do a little video about the project that you made. You tell everybody in the video that you got the gourds from me. In the description, you put the link to my channel so that people can find me. And then you send me a couple stills because I'm going to do a video on it as well and show what everybody made. And then I'm going to link your channels in my video so that you get some publicity that way.
Hey, it's all about collaboration like that. That's awesome.
Right.
I'm in
And
it. I'm doing the gourd challenge. You can too.
yep,
Just reach out to Brenda.
I got 6 or 7 right now that are
Oh, good.
participating in the challenge, so it should be good. And I ask that you do it by the end of August because I'd like to get my video out in September. It's a little summer project. You can sit in air conditioning and work on this project and keep from cooking yourself in the heat.
Yeah, plenty of time. Plenty of time. Thank you, Portal Woodworks, for Brenda's donation on the super chat. Appreciate
Yes, thank
that.
you.
Some more people came in. Cutestuff.com and IH100.
And Dan Engie Workshop is in the or woodworking. Let's try that again. Dan Engie Woodworking is in the house.
Yeah, the story of Dory and viewed this. Did we say hello to them?
I said hello to Story of Dory, but Viewed This just came in the house. So we'll say hello to you. Glad to have everybody with us. And don't forget to share this out. Let's get as many people in here as we can, because the more we get in here, the more networking that we can do. And I think everybody in here knows how that works. But if you don't, I'll give you a little rundown on this. If you want to know how to network, you go hit the little 3 dots right behind what somebody said in the chat. Just put your cursor over that. You'll see the little 3 dots. You click on those 3 dots and it'll bring up a little menu. And the first one on there says to bring up their channel. And then another tab, it'll bring up their channel. You check out a video. You can see if you like what the content is there on their channel. And if you do, you hit the red button for them. You hit the like button and you leave a comment so that they can get back to you. And that's all it takes to network. You go back, keep checking out the stuff that they have on their channel. If you got questions for them about the editing that they do or how they get their content or any of that, this is a really good way for people to make friends and learn from each other with this networking concept.
Yep. And I could recommend when you leave a comment about the content of the video. Don't just put generic statements on there. That's always a good idea as well.
Well, that brings up another topic, and that is spam. Once we make a comment, we don't have any control over where YouTube puts that comment. I put a lot of relevant comments that people tell me end up in their spam folders. And then I have people that are so anal about the spam folder. They're telling me, well, your comment went to spam, so I'm deleting it. And I'm like, well, I gave you a relative comment. I mean, you could just approve it. Yeah.
Not everyone knows all the ins and outs and proper etiquette. A few more people came in. Mr. LED Smokers here. Hello.
Glad to have you with us.
Got 2 facts from Dan Engie, too.
All right.
So, but yeah, check that spam folder before we get off that subject. That's an important topic.
Yeah, you should check your spam folder every day and make sure that you're getting the relevant comments that you need to pursue your networking on your channel. I think, now I could be wrong. I don't know how their algorithm works all the way around, but I think that a lot of my comments go to spam because I make so many. I watch a lot of videos. I'll watch well over 100 videos in a day. And I think after you hit a certain limit, they just start throwing all your comments into spam folders and on people's channels.
That could be.
So,
view this as challenge, question mark. I think that's the gourd challenge you were talking about. So just reach out to Brenda. And if you want to play along, you have to make something out of the gourd before and get a video published or a photo to you by the end of August. And then she'll promote your channel.
Yeah, I send you a nice box of gourds, and all I need is your mailing address. You can get in touch with me either on Facebook or on Twitter. Just look up Brenda G's Designs. I'm very easily found.
Luana's requesting a half box. So
a half a box of gourds?
I believe so.
Okay.
All right. Dan Engie says, true fact, in California, it's illegal for persons to hunt game from a moving vehicle. But there's a caveat. Unless you're hunting whales, then you can be in a moving vehicle like a boat, I suppose, or a plane. And so that's crazy. California has some weird laws. And then he also says it's illegal to wash your neighbor's car without their permission. Wonder how that law came about. Mr. Lawmaker, I've got a problem with people washing my car. All right, John Smith, we're gonna make a law out of that for you. Crazy.
Yeah, viewed this is commenting to my comment about spam. It says, yes, Brenda, I catch up on yours and block sometimes for that reason. Yeah. I can't help it. I make the comment and then YouTube does whatever they're going to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, they're constantly trying to catch more and more spam. So they're keeping up with what people are doing and then they're tweaking it. So like if you use the word bus instead of SUB for, hitting the red button, well, then they're going to start flagging things about buses, and maybe even red buttons are going to start being flagged. It's a arms race, but it gets kind of ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
Coffee Outdoors is here.
Hey, good to see them. Glad they're in the house.
Else came in. Nathan T's Halloween and stuff is here.
Oh, good to see you. That's one of my new friends.
Excellent.
I think we just made friends yesterday, as a matter of fact.
I was talking about Halloween the other day because we were making plans in October. I'm like, no, let's not do that. Let's go to one of those haunted houses. The attractions where they dress up and spook you. Not like a legit haunted house. I don't want anything to do with that.
Patricia Sprinkles is in the house. Glad you're here. And now, if anybody wants us to put your channel up and take a look at what you're doing, show it off to the world here, is all you got to do is type in the chat and say, raise the curtain.
Yep, raise the curtain is the key phrase. If you type raise the curtain, we will briefly show your channel to the world. Hey, free advertising.
Everybody's got something different they do on their channels. And I'm chuckling because I went to a live stream last night and it was a lot of fun, but it was sure different. It was a networking stream. And what the guy wanted you to do is he wants you to just put the person's name in the chat that you were going to be friends with and put the monkey icon behind it. And so you're watching the chat and there's all these monkeys rolling up on the chat. It got me tickled.
What does the monkey signify? What does it do?
It's no different than anything else you'd put up there. I mean, if you put the sunshine or a rainstorm or, whatever you wanted to put up there, but he's having you put monkeys up. So in the chat, there's all these monkeys rolling up on the screen, and I got tickled and I'm still laughing about it. Ray the Gamer's in the house. Glad you're with us tonight.
Hi, Ray the Gamer. Love me some gaming channels. Let me see if it's equally fun putting bacon in the chat. Oh, yeah. I enjoyed that. There's a piece of bacon out there now.
Everybody likes bacon.
Sprinkle that onto your tacos.
Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel is in the house. Says raise it.
That's close enough. Will we accept raise it as the key phrase?
We'll accept it. Yeah.
Okay. The official ruling is we will accept it. All right.
So and Viewed This also wants you to raise their curtain as well.
Oh, who? I didn't hear.
Viewed This.
Oh, Viewed This. You got it. Yes. All right. So, all right. My screen is going and you can hit the button to throw it up on the big board. There we go. This is my disgusting desktop, all messy. I like it messy. Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel. He does woodworking on his CNC and other things. So what do we got? A week ago, bandsaw fun. You have a bandsaw, don't you? Oh,
nope.
No, you have a scroll saw.
I have a scroll saw.
Oh, he's got to cut that out on his bandsaw.
I have a table saw, and I have a miter saw, and I have a sawzall, and...
Well, a bandsaw is very similar to a scroll saw. It just can't do the inside corners. And there's usually less throat depth on it. That's the point between the blade and the arm here. Yeah. Cool. He's going to town on his logo sign. This is Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel, people. Go get some of that. Drop him a red button push there. I had you, Frankie, on my Awesome Wood Things channel, but I just got you on my All Things YouTube.
That's impressive right there.
There we go.
Okay. Viewed this would like for you to put their
We'll view
channel
this.
up.
That's right. Okay.
I don't think I missed anybody. I'm kind of going back up
Well,
through
just type raise the curtain again if we didn't catch you. Sometimes you got to do things twice around here. There's nothing wrong with that. No hard feelings. Brenda and I, our eyeballs are going to all different directions during the show. We don't catch everything. We try. We don't catch everything.
JSRFRTN is in the house. I have to go slow when I say that or my tongue gets twisted. Bless his heart. He's a good supporter too.
Recommending cool channels that YouTube doesn't yet. Hey, that's a good angle. I had a show like that. I had woodworking top videos, and it was of some obscure channels that people didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Reyes, I know that guy. Oh, I'm muted here.
We can't hear it.
No, can't hear it.
Dude, this. If you guys like good music videos,
okay, so now this is a
great singing.
now he's introing the other channels.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting concept. I dig it. Got 125 views here. It's got about 1,000 subs. I'm gonna give some support on that.
Yep. I got a nice little channel over there. I go over there periodically. 4K's We Love Rain is in the house. Good to have you with us.
Hello, 4Ks. We love rain. I do too, unless it's a sustained downpour. So there you go.
Okay, if there's anybody else that wants us to put your channel up, just put raise the curtain there in the chat, and we will raise the curtain on your channel.
Oh, now the monkeys are starting to show up. See, talking about monkeys.
Yep.
Show up in the chat. Maybe that monkey's going to grab that bacon I put in the chat. They tend to do that.
Yeah, I got tickled watching that last night. I don't know. I mean, there was one guy that he had us putting chicken wings in the chat. You know, I mean, everybody's trying to do something different so that the algorithm doesn't, pick up on what's going on. Some want you to put a hearts in. I don't care what you put in as long as you just don't use the words that the algorithm picks up on.
Viewed this says, thank you for showing my channel. You're welcome. Yep. Awesome. All right, let's put me back up full size.
All right.
Or half size. Or pint size.
There we go.
Do you like the StreamYards, people? The StreamYard software Brenda's using, where you can see both of us on screen at the same time?
I'm liking it. I had to get used to how to set everything up in YouTube because it doesn't automatically set things up the way you want them set up over in YouTube. So I had to learn how to go over there and take care of all that ahead of time.
Okay.
And Coffee Outdoors is leaving us. I'm glad you got to stop in.
Thanks for stopping in, Coffee. Yeah, that's the way we do it here. If you can stop in for a little bit, that's great. Stay for the whole show. That's great. Or do what more and more people are doing lately, watching the whole show after it airs if they can't make it. A lot of people are doing that. That's great. We love it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Play it back. That way you get to play back the chat and work it at your leisure.
Yeah.
But invite all your friends. Tell everybody about this. I mean, we don't want to be the best kept secret on YouTube.
And you can watch what shenanigans Brenda and I get into, because you never know.
Oh, you never know what we're going to do, where it's going to go, or anything. Lord have mercy. I think somebody put some facts in the chat. Dan Engie said, in Blythe, California, it's illegal to wear cowboy boots unless you own 2 or more cows.
What a ridiculous law. That can't be the case. I mean, I believe it, but man, that's insane. Like, law enforcement doesn't have enough to worry about than chasing down cow records for people wearing footwear. Oh, man.
Oh, it's a driveway workshop with Jim Bashir's asked a while back there. He says, did Sterling give you a kiss? He
did. I had a visitor here at the Haas house. He's on his way to upstate New York for a party this Saturday. I'm also going to the same party, so I will catch up with him. But he was on the road for 8 hours, and the highway is 5 minutes from my location. I'm like, you know what? I'm 5 minutes from the exit, so if you want to stop by and kick your feet up, and we jammed some pizza, we played in my wood shop and shot some video. Yeah, and we smooched a little bit too.
Yeah, swap some spit.
Everything else you have to pay the premium on the paid Instagram account to get to the good stuff. Kidding. He's a great guy.
Jim Bashir says, you think that the cowboy boot thing's crazy. You should hear California's new ammo purchase law. Yeah, I bet that's.
Oh, man. California has problems. Major problems. I don't want to get into it because it enrages me how you take such a wealthy and prosperous and healthy state and just run it into the garbage. Just
we need to take it over, Matt. You
can't do worse. There's no way to make it worse. That's for sure. I would mandate tacos on every corner, and you would replace stop signs with cowbells and that's whatever. Right. It would be an improvement.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them would ship out over there too.
Well, they're flooding out of that state. You know where they're going? Texas. The cost of living in Texas is an eighth of what it is in California, and it's just as built out. Like you think California is Silicon Valley, the tech sector, thriving tech sector in Texas, and it's $800 gets you an apartment in Texas, and $6,000 a month gets you.
I cannot see the mentality of the Texans I know putting up with the mentality of the Californians.
Well, no, the Californians that are leaving are level-headed. Okay. They're not the wackadoos.
Okay.
They're the sane ones that are upset by the insanity. So
they're leaving the wackadoodles.
Yes. Yep. What do we call them? Hipsters. The hipsters are staying in California, and the sane people.
Jim Bashir says all of them going to Texas scares the crap out of me.
They're going other places too, but that's sort of what people do. They'll run to the end of their lease, and they're like, all right, I'm out of here.
And we want to wish Russ a speedy recovery. He fell the other day and hurt his knee pretty bad, and so he said it was feeling some better today.
He's from Simply Wooden Creations. He's got that YouTube channel. He popped in here for a little bit, maybe. Oh yeah, he's still here. Hi, Russ.
And Russ will be co-hosting with me next week. Matt is going to go on a busman's holiday, and Russ has stepped up and taken the challenge to be my co-host next week.
Oh boy, you got some big shoes to fill there, Russ. No, he'll do fine. And you know what? To be honest, I'm a little bummed. I love doing this show. It's the highlight of my week. I have so much fun doing it. But I can't be here every time. So,
oh Lord, have mercy. And when I'm the highlight of your week.
Well, you don't want to shadow me for a week. It's the stuff I do is just insane.
God love you.
And it's all different kinds. It's not like it's not like grinding away at one thing. I got the full-time job. I got some part-time jobs. I do the piano. I'm taking piano lessons. I do my wood shop. I've got, envelope stuffing party going on in my house now. It's just, I'm a very complicated individual.
Well, see, as you get older, here's how it's going to work. You're going to have all those things to do, but you're going to spend most of your time just sitting around thinking about them.
I don't have time to think about it. Jenny Lee is here. Hi, Jenny Lee. Thanks for popping in. I'm Matt.
Good to have you with us, Jenny Lee. Tell all your friends about it. Share this stream around. Hit that like button and check out everybody else's channel. Make you some friends while you're in here.
Yep.
But when you get older, that's what happens because you think, I've got all these things to do now. Here's how I used to do it. You know, I used to work myself clear to death. And then I decided, okay, I'm so busy. What I need is a list. So I would make a list of all the things that I had to do. Then I'd read over that list and I'd start laughing. And I'd say, well, this ain't never going to get done. And I'd tear it up and throw it away.
Oh, no.
And now I don't even bother to make the list anymore. I just sit around thinking, you know, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to do that. And ain't none of it getting done.
You know what? You're not the only one that gets overwhelmed with their to-do list and just shoves it aside. That's common. Luana made a comment about my charity dancing. That was awesome. She must have watched my old video where I won the Dancing with the Stars East Pennsboro edition. That's my local town. They have their own Dancing with the Stars. Only people in the town can play along. And I was one of 7 couples, and I won a trophy, and she commented on it. And I flipped my dance partner 360 degrees around. Crowd went nuts. They went nuts. Like, I hurt my ears.
Actually, what happened is she's a gymnast, and all he did is he held his arms out, and she rolled over him.
Don't you belittle my accomplishments. Shame on you.
I was trying to make like it was a real big thing. She did all the work.
Did you see that routine? We are in lockstep identical. The whole routine was whatever she did, I did the mirror opposite. And there wasn't one beat that was off. There were 8 counts, you know, repeating 8 counts. There was 246 counts of 8 and or beats all together. And everyone was unique. So don't give me heck for.
Portal Woodworks wants to know, where's the cowbell?
There it is. Now, Matt, LOL, JK.
I started the show out with the cowbell. You should have been in here early because I scared Matt with it.
Yeah, she blew out my eardrums. They went wild. It was great. Yeah, see, Luana even saw it on the. I mean, it comes through on, but if you were there in person, it was because you could only see like one section of the audience. There was more behind the camera, and anyway, it was insane. Little cowbell, please.
Let's see if I can find a little cowbell. I've got a lot of projects up here on my desk, and I think I buried the little bitty cowbell. There it is.
Little cowbell. Is it little? What's the phrase? Tiny cowbell? Little cowbell?
The little cowbell.
Little cowbell. Okay.
We got more cowbell, and some call it less cowbell.
Oh, less cowbell. Okay. Mr.
That was made by Mr. Doughboy 356. For anybody who wants to know, where'd she get that?
Mr. Doughboy.
It's made of a couple coins, and he put a little cow on top of it.
That's amazing what he does in his shop. So intricate and so creative too. Yep. I mean, it's not just basic stuff. It's like, first of all, how did you think of it? Second of all, holy cow, that's good craftsmanship. So,
yeah, and he's in the challenge for the gourds too.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
Be really interested to see what all he comes up with in
Excellent.
The gourd challenge.
I love miniature things, says Jenny Lee. Well, check out Mr. Doughboy 356. He has our endorsement.
For anybody that's wondering what I do with the gourds, I do a lot of different things with them, but I've made some little figurines. There's a gourd underneath all that. That is Bizarro Wizardo.
That's a great name.
Then here's a little lady that I made. And here's a feller that I made. I'm working on a hot air balloon.
Oh, that's a good, yeah, because look, it looks like a hot air balloon if you turn it upside down.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that. The lady looks like E.T. Oh, commenting on one of your sculptures.
Yeah, they're little comic characters. They ain't supposed to look like real people. They're just kind of little comic characters that I make. I've been making them for years. I use different things for apertures. Sometimes I use clothespins. You just never know what I'm liable to pick up and do.
Jenny Lee's says she wished she had more time. She's always working, 17-year-old son. Enough said. Yeah, no, we get it. We're pulled in lots of different directions. We feel you.
Yep, everybody's busy. Everybody's got lots of things to do.
Speaking of ET, that reminds me of a fun meme. Because, they're going to storm Area 51 in a couple months. Well, there was a meme that once they get there, everyone's going to be hungry, and they had what you thought was a pig on a spit. They were, barbecuing a pig. It turned out to be ET. Like it was ET on the spit.
No, not ET.
Oh, because aliens are in Area 51.
Oh man.
Fun stuff.
Let's see here. Looking there at the chat, Luana said, "Oh, she's talking to Mr. Doughboy about the little cowbell."
One of the local businesses is selling for $15. You can put a tent on our property and sleep there the night before the big gang rush.
Well, I guess everybody's got to have something to do, but I would think that they'd have something better to do than.
Well, they're all going to run at it with a Japanese style. You know what that is? It's like you lean forward and you put both arms straight back. And like you go real fast because when like the Japanese they have all like the lines going behind you. So that's how they're going to run. They're all going to run in that formation because it's supposed to be faster than bullets.
I think the government already told them that they was going to shoot them if they tried something like that. So there you go.
Yeah. There's video where someone accidentally drove a bunch of tourists past the sign that said, "Don't go past this." And sure enough, it was like 25 seconds later, there was a white truck behind them, came out with guns drawn, gave all of them $600 fines, kicked them out. Then they dropped the fine on the passengers, but they made the driver pay it.
Mm-hmm. And Jim Bashir says that's what it's called Harry Carey in this case.
I'm not playing along with that. No way, Jose.
The distraction is what that is.
Well, I mean, and that's national security. Like, that's beyond worse than a felony. Like they'll kick you out of the country or they could charge you. And if found, because
Ruby Slippers came in. I'll say hey to Ruby Slippers.
Ruby Slippers. Look at that.
Artful Ears with Diana just come in too. Glad you're with us.
Hi, Diana, one of my new friends. Hello.
Yeah, I live fairly close to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and I know enough about what goes on over there in Fairborn, Ohio, to know that if they've tried that over there, it would be nipped in the bud before they could even think about it.
Yeah, well, it's the thing that's different is, it's not police. Police are in charge of citizens. This is the army and the armed forces. Yeah. They protect the home. I mean, it's a different thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Jim Bashir says as former Air Force member, the sign says use of deadly force authorized for a reason.
Yeah. So I just I am waiting for the headlines at a safe distance. I'm about as far away as you can get in the continental United States. I'm far off on the East Coast. That's about where I feel comfortable speaking.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be caught in the crossfires on that.
Yeah, because it's
that's a dangerous thing to do.
It's a whole different ball game. They don't play by the same rules.
This isn't like your normal protest.
Like that, they'll probably do like a sonic audio weapon, knock everyone down, zip tie everyone, put them all in cells. Like, like when you come to, you're behind, like you won't even know what hit you.
Yeah, they'll have buses there just to haul everybody off.
Throwing people in a flatbed truck, hauling them deep down into the base, into the basement with no window. Like once they were done with you, like you'd be like, I ain't never doing that again. That would be your mindset, I think. Don't need to run Area 51. There's enough crazies here in New Jersey. Oh God. New Jersey. I will be driving by New Jersey this weekend, driving through it. Hey, super chat.
Woohoo! Where's our lights?
Jenny Lee, lights coming up. This is what we do here when BrendaG gets super chat.
Gotta disco.
Do a dance party. The blinky lights.
For the last one. So
she says, I am happy I found your stream. We are happy you found us too.
Well, yeah, we don't want to be the best kept thing secret on the internet. We want to be up here where everybody knows where we're at. And we want everybody to network, and we want you to bring your friends. And Salvador's in the house. Good to have you with us. Now,
Hi, Salvador, I'm Matt.
You need to check out his channel because he would teach you how to play piano.
Oh, I have a piano right here.
He is a musical icon over there. Salvador, would you mind if we raise the curtain on your channel and show everybody your channel? See what he says here.
He says awesome, but he probably didn't get the question
that was before I asked him.
Yeah.
I got a lot of young people there on his channel. He says, sure. So if you would raise the curtain on his channel so everybody could see it, and I will hit the little button. There we go.
So this is Salvador's channel.
He does some travel stuff on there too, but he has a lot of concerts and things from where the students are singing and say, look at that piano.
Piano. Stand-up piano.
He dresses up for his videos. He's probably the best dressed person I've ever seen on a video.
My friend's son plays the viola.
Yeah.
He's rather brilliant at it too.
You're welcome, Salvador. No problem. I like to put up really nice channels. Well, I like to put up everybody's channel, but I mean, you know, he really goes the extra mile on a lot of the stuff that he puts up. He got it down. A lot of interesting information on there too.
Cool. There you go. I supported that one.
He travels in an RV.
Flippinator's here. Hello.
Hey, Flipinator. Good to have you with us.
I'm Matt from All Things YouTube. Welcome.
Oh, he's been in here lurking.
Jenny Lee is a living kidney donor. It's the main reason she made the channel. Can we do a raise the curtain on you, Jenny Lee?
She says she doesn't have much content, but if you'd like for us to put your channel up, we'll do that for you.
Cool.
We'd be happy to put up anybody's channel that would like.
Yeah, being a donor must be tough because it's hard living with one kidney. So I hear. Now I have both, but I hear it's not easy. People think, oh, I'm tough. I can deal with it. Well, a lot of times you can't. Gave my dad a kidney in 2002. Okay. I have a video or two about the original transplant on my channel. You can do whatever you want.
Why don't you put her channel up?
Okay. Well, I mean, hopefully you do more with the channel. I mean, channels, the purpose of a channel can morph into different things too.
There's your channel.
Okay, this is I guess it's a bullet space Jenny Lee bullet. If you want to find her on the YouTubes.
Well, you can just click right behind her name there at the 3 dots and click on her channel.
Oh, doggies being nice to each other. See, this is YouTube gold right here, Brenda. Animals.
Yep.
Everybody loves animals.
I need to start filming the squirrels in the backyard.
Here's a key cat.
Oh, it's a precious baby.
Pretty kitty. So look at the tufts of hair coming out the ears. I like that. Well, there you go. That's Jenny Lee channel.
Yep.
Thanks for the letting us do the raise the curtain there for you.
Very cool, Jenny.
Hope you have new stuff out there. Keep posting. Posting's fun. I love posting stuff to YouTube. Try Mr. LED Smoker. Okay.
That's it. She said, "Thank you."
Oh, thank TY. Okay, gotcha. Can't. My eyeballs are going.
She said their channel's lame. Hey, we all started somewhere.
She says she sounds silly, so she makes some of her stuff private. Nah. The trick is not caring.
Yeah. I've looked back at some of my starting videos, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody need to hold an intervention. But we all had to start someplace when we started out.
My one video, 2 years, not one comment. It was the very first one. And then Know What Mom Knows, Shelly Cole. She was in the chat room earlier. She went back on my back catalog and watched my first video, and she put a comment. She goes, I couldn't believe there was no comments here. I was like, oh, thank you, Shelly.
Shelly's peeling rhubarb tonight while she listens.
Oh, okay.
She's up to your elbows in rhubarb.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the season for putting stuff up. I've been putting up all kinds of stuff. I even froze eggs the other day. I got a good deal on free range heritage chickens.
All right.
On their eggs, and got a load of them. So I froze eggs, and I'll have eggs for bacon all winter long.
Cool.
Making meatloafs and cakes and all kinds of stuff. And I like fresh eggs for cooking for breakfast, but frozen eggs are great for bacon and stuff. So I did that, and I put up corn on the cob. So I'll have roast.
Put up, you mean froze?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, Jim Bashir's is like, you froze eggs? Question mark. So yes. I guess it's a thing.
Yes, you break them and whisk them up. And I freeze 3 to the pack because that's what most of my recipes call for, is 3.
Guess how often I eat eggs? Daily. There's not a day that goes by where I don't eat eggs. I love eggs for breakfast.
I'll go through spells where, I'll eat eggs every day for a good while, and then I'll get off of it for a while. I don't know, just kind of get tired of it, I guess. But yeah, I put up all kinds of stuff. Let's see, green beans. Lord have mercy! I finally got all the green beans out of the garden, and let's see, let's try that. Once I got all the green beans out, I had to pull all the vines out of the garden, and that was the awfulest mess you ever seen in your life.
Oh, I can only imagine.
But yeah, I got 2.5 5-gallon bucketfuls of beans out of the garden this year.
We have a cartoon for kids videos in the house. Yeah.
That's one of my new friends, Bryson Dawson's cartoon for kids videos. Yep.
It was the first name, last name run together that threw me off. But yeah, hey, good to have you here. I'm Matt. Welcome.
Yeah, he was over in B Lady Apothecary's stream yesterday, and she couldn't get his name. And I'm sitting here trying to help her. Of course, she can't hear me.
Jenny Lee's
Bryson Dawson.
Yeah. Yeah, you can flub that one around. Jenny Lee has a question for you. Do you can the green beans or the snapping peas?
Well, you can them. I don't can anything anymore. I used to. I've got a great big freezer. And I know a lot of the preppers don't like freezers because the grid goes down. All this. Well, hey, the grid goes down, we probably have bigger problems than what, we lose in the freezer. I've got a lot of dried stuff too. But yeah, you can can them if you want to. I love freezing. You blanch them and you put them in. Now, my green beans, I cook them with hocks or with shanks, and put some potatoes in there, cook a big pot of them, and then I freeze them up. It's all you got to do is thaw them out and heat them up. That's it for eating.
Sounds easy.
It's quick meal.
Now the cartoon for kids says he makes Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yep.
How do you do that? That's a licensed property. Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies, no doubt. See, I have a special love for Looney Tunes cartoons because Bugs Bunny did the episode with Haas and Pfeffer, and that's the first part of my last name. My last name's Haas, and so I love me some Warner Brothers cartoons. Plus, they're really good. I love Warner Brothers a lot.
Jenny Lee says she cooks them with bacon and onions. I don't put bacon in. I mean, I will in a pinch. I prefer shanks or hocks in my beans, but I always put an onion in when I cook them and put some new potatoes in there, and then it's all you got to cook. You know, once you thaw them out and heat them up in the microwave, you just cook you a corn pone, and you got cornbread to go with the beans, and that, boy, I tell you, make a puppy pull a freight train.
Nice.
Good eating right there.
Animation Maker is what Bryson Dawson uses for his animation kids videos. Cool. Now that is a hot ticket on YouTube, is animation channels. But the thing is, you know, it'll take you 4 hours to animate 20 seconds.
Jim Bashir says it is illegal to make a monkey smoke a cigarette in South Bend, Indiana.
That's, well, now again, how did that law come about? That's insane. Kuka Patuka's here.
Hey, Kuka Patuka.
Kuka Patuta.
Glad you're with us.
8-bit video games. Love it. Got 8-bit video games back there. Can you see them?
Bryson, would you like for us to review your channel? You know, put it up here on the screen so everybody can see it. Just type
raise the curtain.
Raise the curtain in the chat, and we'd be happy to put it up here on the big screen so everybody can see what you're doing.
Go to my channel, you'll see.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
yes.
It hid his comment, so we'll put that up. Cool. Let's check out some cartoons.
And then let's see. Jim Bashir says in Indiana you aren't supposed to take baths between the months of October and March.
What?
Speak for yourself, Jim.
Here we go. Oh, look, Cartoon Network too. A Warner Brothers kids cartoon. Ooh, that's pushing it.
Hair raising hair.
Nice. Okay, this is the main show here. Oh, check it out. It's going to get good. Here we go. Yes.
Pops right up out of the hole.
Cartoons for the win. All right, everyone. This is Bryson Dawson, Cartoons for Kids Videos channel.
The elevator.
Go get some of that.
Yeah, Jenny Lee says her dad makes white beans with ham hocks in a crock pot. Yep. I've done that too.
Pac-Man fruits on the stand look amazing. Yeah, thank you for that. Here, pop me up larger. This is a printer I have back there, but and I cut them out of acrylic on my CNC machine and put them together. I drew them, put them together. I love it. I love it. I made a Pac-Man cutting board too. If you want to go on Awesome with Things, you can watch me make a cutting board that is a Pac-Man. I'll put that up.
Jim Bashir says in Evansville, when driving down Main Street, you cannot have your lights on.
That's a weird law.
How would that work at night?
It better have a lot of lights on the street. All right, here.
In Chico, California, it's against the law to bowl on the sidewalk.
Well, you would ruin your bowling ball for sure. Here we go. Here, I'm going to do a raise the curtain on myself.
Okay.
So here is my Pac-Man end grain cutting board. I used walnut and oak. And I made that cutting board. So this beginning is fun. Watch this. So there it is. Brenda, can you give me 1 second? I have to pop off the screen.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
He's being called to duty. I'll give y'all some interesting facts while we're waiting. Toto was paid $125 per week while filming The Wizard of Oz. And the only member of the band ZZ Top without a beard has the last name Beard. Who would have ever figured that one?
It's a big mess.
And then let's see. Jim Dockrell is saying that his friend got a DUI, but in his defense, they were pulling over everyone driving on the sidewalk, and that's ProPilot, and that's not right. Lord have mercy. I tell you what, my grandmother many years ago now, I guess, time flies when you're having fun. She was still driving at the age of 88. And the church people was begging me to take her car away from her. They said she is a menace to society. She's on the sidewalk more than she's in the street. We see her coming. We all run for our lives. Oh, Lord. I eventually did take her car. In Washington State, it's illegal to attach a vending machine to a utility pole without prior consent from the utility company. I wonder how that came about. You hear all these laws and things, and you wonder, how did this stuff ever come to be? In Washington State, you can't buy meat on Sundays. Jenny says, there's a lady in my hometown that they revoked her license because of that. So she decided she would drive around town in a golf cart. Years ago, when I was a kid, I mean, this is many, many years ago, we had an elderly lady that lived in if you want to call it the hood, out in my area of the country. And she drove a little car, and our town only had one traffic light in it. And whenever she would go through town, she'd never stop for that traffic light. She'd always just drive right through it. And they finally revoked her license because they said she was a menace. So then what she did, since we all lived, way out in the country, if she wanted to go someplace, she had lived back a long lane. She'd walk down that lane. She had a cane. She'd get out to the road. And when somebody come down the road, she would stand in the middle of the road and flag them down with that cane and make them take her to town. She was feisty. In Washington State, you can't display a hypnotized person in a store window in Everett. Jenny says that she's a country girl, 300 people. There wasn't that many in the town that I was raised near. I was way out in the country, 7 miles from town. In Washington State, it's illegal to harass Bigfoot. How would anybody know? They never get him on film or anything. Let's see. Jenny says she's located in Spokane, which is a bit away from Everett. Permanent markers cannot be sold anywhere within the city limits of Fresno. Huh. Wonder why that is. I'd like to know the story behind that. In Washington State, it's illegal to entice girls away from the Maple Lane School. Well, I think it would be illegal to do that most any place, Jim. Mercy sakes alive. Let's see what else I've got here. Let's see, I got that one. The electric chair was invented by a dentist. How do you like that one? Say Jim Dockrell's got one there that didn't want to put that through. Let's see. It says in Canada, it's illegal to vote in anyone with an IQ higher than a retarded smelter. So it seems. I think it's so it seems most any place anymore. Well, yeah, I know it said entice. That's what I'm saying. I think that would be illegal most any place. You can't entice them anywhere. Get you in a lot of trouble. Let's say in Egypt around 1500 BC, a shaved head was considered the ultimate in feminine beauty. Egyptian women removed every hair from their heads with special gold tweezers and polished their scalps to a high sheen with tufting claws. How about that, girls? You want to tweeze out the hairs on your head and polish it up so it glistens in the sun? Okay, he's saying that he thinks that meant convince them to go to a different school. Okay, well, see, entice. You just said entice them away. You didn't say where to. Jane Lee said she wouldn't be mad if somebody enticed her away from work. I remember them days. I'm retired now. Say, Dan says in Hollywood, it's illegal to drive more than 2,000 sheep down Hollywood Boulevard at once. I would imagine so.
What? That's a lot of sheep. What if you had 1,999 sheep? Back off, copper.
Who's going to stand there and count all the sheep? Is what I want to know.
I work for a big corporate America company in insurance, and quite frankly, enticing me away with just me and unemployment at this point. LOL. Yeah, some of those corporate America jobs can really get to you after a while. I get that.
Jim Dockrell says that Jim Bashir drives around in that Mark White van that plays ice cream music. Actually, that's me. I'm the one that does that.
Well, you know what those... Yeah.
I have a big white 1-ton van.
Jeez.
And there ain't no markings on that sucker. Somebody asked me once, what are you hauling that thing? I said, anything I want
to. That's probably where you go to like refresh your stash. I'm running low on the marijuana.
I call it the cougar wagon.
Oh, funny. It's illegal to kill a Sasquatch in British Columbia.
I thought that was the big thing, though, that everybody wanted to bag one.
Sam Squatch. What was that show? The Trailer Park Boys. They're worried about the Sam Squatches.
Yeah.
Oh, the devil's lettuce is legal here. LOL. The devil's lettuce? Is that another name for it?
Yep.
Oh my God. Crazy.
Yeah, I was reading some of my little known facts here. George Lumsley, aged 104, married Mary Dunning, aged 10. And I'm trying to read the name of this town. It's in England.
Did they drop 100? Did they drop a 0? Was she really 100?
It's 10, age 10.
Wow.
On August 25th of 1783. She was the great-great-granddaughter of the woman who'd broken her engagement to Lumsley 80 years before.
Oh, my goodness. That's insane.
Yeah.
Jim says it's illegal to set fire to the leg of a wooden-legged man in Alberta, Canada. Now, why would you want to, first of all?
Even the hot foot.
I got a funny story. So my friend, this isn't the funny part. He had his leg amputated. Okay, he had an infection, gangrene. They had to take it off. So he calls me the other day. He says, "Matt," I'm like, "What's up, Jim?" He says, "Something bad happened." I'm like, "Tell it to me straight." He goes, "Had my left leg amputated below the knee," and I said to him without pause, I said, "Well, look on the bright side. Half price pedicures for life." He started laughing. It was, I wish I had it on tape because like I didn't miss a beat. And now I'm good friends with him. I didn't do it to be mean, and he knows that. And he actually is like, everyone's been sort of dancing around it and putting me on, like treating him with kit glove. What am I trying to say? Like, they're trying to be super extra nice to him. And here I come with the smarty pants insult. It was right what he needed. He loved it. So
they're dancing around it, and he's got one leg. Yeah.
God.
Lord. Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, it's sad, but hey, it's all good.
Jenny Lee says my mom married my dad when she was a senior in high school, and that's enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
I married my first husband a couple months after I got out of high school.
Wow. Illegal to drive blindfolded. Why are these things even laws? There's like supposed to be like common sense.
Say Fort Cuapel or whatever it is, Saskatchewan. It's illegal to walk down the main street with untied shoes.
Oh no. Now, if it was like wearing your pants down below your butt crack, I could understand. I want a law for that.
That happens all the time. Purple garage doors are against the law in Canada, Ontario.
See, this should be legal, like this, and this should be illegal. I would support that law. Hey, look at my hat. What how awesome is this hat? Like I would never wear this out, but like I love me some Pac-Man. Got the logo. Look, it's got the ghosts.
So Jim Dockrell says that it's against the law to eat ice cream on Bank Street on Sunday while in Ottawa.
What? It's illegal for a bingo game to last more than 5 hours in North Carolina. North Carolina.
Walking your alligator without a leash in Florida is illegal. So is singing at the beach on a Sunday. And that's from Jabby's Wood Shop. Hey, Jabby.
Did you get the sleigh in Ontario one? Illegal to drive. It's illegal to drive your sleigh on the highway without at least 2 bells attached to the harness of your horse in Ontario. What is wrong with Canada?
In Alaska, you can't put an animal in the back of an open vehicle.
Well, that's probably a good idea. I presume they mean a live animal.
That's what I would think.
It's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub in Arizona. Huh. Flat peaks on caps ought to be illegal. Yeah, I do not like the wide brimmed hats. I don't wear these. I wear ball caps with, the brim, rounded. But these are the ones the players will wear because it blocks the most sun.
Fabulous TV's in the house. That's one of my new friends. I'm glad you're with us.
Oh, hi. I'm Matt from All Things YouTube. Welcome.
You might want to type something in the chat there, Matt, so they can find your channel a little bit easier.
All right. I'll drop a free taco in the chat. There you go. I owe a lot of people tacos. I'm behind them. I'm dishing out my tacos.
Jenny says their family dog jumped out of a pickup once. It was a big vet bill. Yeah, that'll happen. I knew some people whose dog did that once and had to have hip surgery. It was a big mess.
Oh, no.
You could be arrested if you drag a dead horse down Toronto's Yonge Street on Sundays, which is also the longest street in the world.
Wow. I'll give Jim a virtual taco. He had some good Interesting facts there.
Dan Engie says in Ohio it's illegal to get a fish drunk.
To pull a fish out of the ocean drunk or out of the river drunk, or they actually give them alcohol. I'm sure he means the second one. Tried to be funny with that. Didn't land. That one didn't land.
Jenny says, luckily one of my best friends is the daughter of our town veterinarian, and now she's a veterinarian in Oregon. So I have a good hookup. Yep. It's important to have a good veterinarian hookup if you got critters. In Colorado, it's illegal to keep a couch on your porch. Ian Matthews is in the house. Good to have you with us, Ian.
Hi, Ian. I have a couch on my porch. It's an outside couch, like it's a outdoor furniture, but it's a couch.
Okay. Jim Dockrell said I pronounced that wrong. It's young is how it's pronounced. It looks like yonge, but it's British roots.
Got it.
In Connecticut, a pickle must be able to bounce.
Must be able to. What if it doesn't?
Then it's not a pickle.
They ship it out of the state.
Hey, Jenny, you go cook a good dinner. Invite me over. And we do this every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully you'll join us again next week. And don't be a stranger there. Come over and get some free advice from Hever Haven.
Kuka Patuta says, in this chat, it's illegal to not support each other.
That's right. Yeah. And red buttons are evil. So we turn the red buttons gray.
That's right.
In Idaho, it's illegal to give your sweetheart a box of chocolates heavier than 50 pounds.
What?
And what's that equivalent to in weight when you eat them? Because I'll guarantee you that 50 pounds of chocolate is not just going to put 50 pounds on you. 500 maybe.
It's insane.
Because I can look at a chocolate bar and gain 5 pounds.
Wow. There's another funny one in here somewhere. In Delaware, you can't sell dog hair. I don't know why you would want to sell dog hair, and I don't know who would want to buy dog hair, but apparently it's illegal.
Depending on if you are a spinner and you spin wool and hair and stuff into yarn. I have spun dog hair, especially if you have like a husky or something. You know, they have that undercoat that's real soft, and you take that soft undercoat and you can spin it.
Wow.
Make wool out of it and knit sweaters. And
did you ever live on a boathouse in Georgia for more than 30 days?
No, but apparently it's illegal.
It's illegal. Or to live on a boat, I guess.
Yeah. In Hawaii, it's illegal to place a coin in one's ear.
What? That makes no sense.
Jim Dockrell says chow chows were raised for their coats to be spun. I can believe that.
That's interesting.
They're fluffy dogs.
It's illegal for minors who are in culinary school to drink alcohol. You probably shouldn't drink when you're in the kitchen cooking with sharp knives and other implements.
Yeah, that could be detrimental to your health. I took a cookie sheet out of the oven a couple weeks ago and got too close to it, and the side of it hit my belly, and I've got a big burn now.
Not good.
That I'm trying to get to heal up, and it ain't easy. The older you get, the harder it is to heal.
How many times have you crossed the street on your hands in Connecticut?
None.
Well, good. You didn't break the law then, because apparently that's illegal in Connecticut.
In Indiana, it's illegal to ride a horse above 10 miles per hour.
What? Oh, my goodness.
They wouldn't have been much for the Pony Express then, would they?
I guess not. How many bricks have you thrown in a hallway in Iowa?
That's a highway.
In Iowa, you cannot throw a brick onto a highway. I read it hallway.
Yep. And that can be dangerous.
Yeah, that would not be good. Not be good.
Yep.
Tire screeching is banned in Kansas.
Yep.
That I can get behind.
Yep. In Metter, Georgia, it is against the law to drive your car downtown so you will not scare the horses.
You would think downtown would be an appropriate place for cars, but
well, that's probably an old law that's still on the books from
Mm.
back in the day when they just came out with cars and people were still riding horses and driving buggies. In Kentucky, a woman cannot marry more than 3 times.
Oh.
How far can a dog walk into the woods? Halfway. Then he starts walking out of the woods.
It's like, how long is a piece of string? 2 times halfway.
Yep.
Or twice the distance from one end to the center.
Luanna's given me advice about the burn. She says aloe leaves keep them cold. It will relieve the pain and it will not leave a scar to your burn. Cut off the pointy bits and slice open the long way. Yeah, I've done the aloe. I've done all kinds of stuff with this. It's a big burn.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like 5 inches long and a good 1.5 inches wide. When I do it, I don't horse around, you know.
Go big or go home. Look at this one. How many married women go parachuting on Sundays in Florida? That's illegal.
Mhm.
Only unmarried women are prohibited from parachuting on Sundays. What?
In Maine, it's illegal to park in front of Dunkin' Donuts. Well, the police really have a rough time then, don't they?
Yeah. Have you ever sent a surprise pizza to someone? Illegal in Louisiana.
In Kentucky, law applied only to those couples who were related before they were married.
Oh, my goodness.
Say, Felicia Crow, 93 in the house. Good to have you with us.
Hi, Felicia. Finally got on one of your streams again. Hey, good to have you back.
Yep. Share it. Hit the like button. Make some friends. Check out everybody's channels. In Maryland, sleeveless shirts are banned in public.
You got to get the suns out, guns out. Come on. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Luanna's telling me Neosporin and pain relief. Yes, I've done it all. It's not hurting anymore. But there for several days, I was in quite a bit of pain. In Massachusetts, it's illegal to tell fortunes without certification.
How does one acquire certifications to tell fortunes?
I don't know.
It's probably just a form and a bill you got to pay.
Yeah, buy a license or something. Did you know that it's illegal to internationally alarm or frighten the Queen in Canada? Or to intentionally. Try that again. Did you know it's illegal to intentionally alarm or frighten the Queen in Canada?
The Queen. Hello. That's my Queen impression.
PGH Bottom Feeders is in the house. Good to have you with us.
Hi, PGH. Good to see you again.
Check out everybody's channels. Hit the like button. Make friends. Share the stream.
Share, share, share.
Bear wrestling is banned in Missouri.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Now, has he spelt that correctly? But bear, B-E-A-R, B-A-R-E.
Oh my goodness.
I was having a party at his house over the weekend. Said that they had the swimming pool open, and I asked him. I said, "Are swimsuits optional?" And he's saying he didn't want to scare the neighbors and get their dogs barking.
Oh my goodness. It's
Two guys bear wrestling.
It's illegal to give a rat as a present in Montana. R2 guys.
In the criminal code, it reads, it is illegal to fraudulently pretend to exercise or to use any kind of witchcraft, sorcery, and enchantment or conjugation to tell fortunes for payment.
Oh my goodness. Detonating a nuclear device within, what is that, Chaco, California city limits results in a $500 fine. I think you're going to have more problems on your hand than a $500 fine.
In Nevada, it's illegal to sit on the sidewalk.
No.
Now, is that, did they leave a letter out of that? Think about it.
Come on now.
Oh, mercy.
Unlawful to pick up seaweed off the beach in New Hampshire.
In Elizabethan England, the spoon was so novel and prized that people carried their own folding spoons to banquets.
Crazy. Rusty Nails Wood Shops here. Hello.
Hey, good to have you.
We got makers here. I'm a maker. I have a wood shop. I have a channel called Awesome Wood Things.
Now, Rusty Nails is Jim, or is Russ Meadows, right? Have I got that one right?
Yep.
Trying to keep everybody's names in their shops straight.
Yep. I like when the woodworkers come on. I get to like advertise my other stuff. Bulletproof vests are banned while committing a crime. So if you're going to commit a crime, take your vest off and then put it back on when the crime is over.
I think that's just one more thing to give them a fine for, isn't it?
In New Mexico, idiots are banned from voting. There should be intelligence tests before you cast your ballot. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy. Let's see. It costs more to buy a new car today in the United States than it cost Christopher Columbus to equip and undertake 3 voyages to and from the New World.
Now, is that adjusted for today's dollar? We need more information on that one. You may not hunt moths under a street lamp in Los Angeles. Why is Los Angeles keeping moths alive?
North Carolina, drunk bingo is not okay.
Well, if bingo is fun and being drunk is fun, I would imagine drunk bingo is a lot of fun.
They banned me from being a bingo caller.
What? Why?
Well, apparently saying that a meal for 2 with a hairy view is not the right way to say 69.
Oh. Oh my goodness. That's got to be the best bingo,
I mean, you got to be careful what you ask me to do because, what goes on in my mind just goes places that you'd never expect.
I mean, some of them are funny, but they can't touch that. Like B4 is like, come here before you go, but some other ones. When I was on the cruise ship, B11, well, 11 in Spanish is once. So if you say Beyonce, it sounds like Beyonce. Mm-hmm. So every time B11 would come out, they would do a dance, and they would dance like Beyonce. All the staff on the cruise ship. So and they would do a little song that they played with. It was like B11, B11. I played a lot of bingo on that cruise ship, and I won nothing. And I played all week long. I didn't win one single time. Must have spent $1,000 on bingo. Got a big goose egg.
In Ohio, it's illegal to sell dyed chickens.
Wow.
Yeah. So in Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery. What would you be hunting?
I don't know.
Zombies?
It's illegal to race a horse on the highway in Rhode Island.
If you live in Toronto, you can only legally have 2 garage sales a year.
What?
Actually, that happens in a lot of towns anymore, and they make you buy permits even for that.
Some people do it like hardcore. Like there's a few places they have the garage table up every other weekend, and I'm just like, they've got some sort of hookup, where it's not just, oh, this is stuff I'm getting rid of. Like they're buying it to resell. It's basically like a shop, like a store.
Back in the early 80s, I lived next door to a lady that it was every day was a garage sale over at her house. And they finally passed ordinance saying that you could only have a couple, or I don't know, 3 or 4 something, but you had to pay like $15 for a permit, even just to do those. And it could only be like 2 days long when you had it, and all that. And she was primarily the reason.
I see. Wow.
In Texas, you can't sell a human eye.
Bossy's here. Hi, Bossy.
Hey, Bossy.
One of my friends. Hello, hello.
In Tennessee, it's illegal to share your Netflix password.
I love how the law is specific to Netflix, like one service.
Prostitutes in San Francisco are not obligated or obliged to make change for bills larger than $50.
Funny. In
Barnegat, we have once a year settlement-wide garage sales, Luana says. Now, how many days is that for? See, we have a big deal here in Portland, Indiana, every August. It goes on for like 5 days, and it's a tractor festival. And everybody in town seems like puts up tents in their yard and tables and gets out everything that they want to sell. And it's wall-to-wall town sales. And people ride golf carts up and down the streets. It's crazy here for a whole week.
Wow.
Right now, we've got the motorized bike festival. Vintage motorized bikes, I guess I should say. That's going on right now here in town.
So many awesome pieces of trivia. I just dumped a whole lot of tacos in the chat for everybody to share.
In Canada, it's illegal to mislead people into thinking that a product is maple when it's not.
Yeah, they're hardcore with maple over there for sure.
Yeah, in Vermont, it's illegal for women to wear fake teeth without their husband's approval.
Oh, that's insane.
Did you know that in China, there's actual job as a professional fart smeller? Pay packet is over $50,000 a year with bonuses.
That can't be true.
Sudbury, Ontario, it's illegal to attach a siren to your bike.
Butter substitutes are banned without permission. Yeah, you better give me real butter unless I ask for something else.
Living my best life over 50's in the house. Good to have you with us.
Hi, living my best life over 50. Good to see you again.
In Wyoming, buildings that cost $100,000 plus must display pricey art.
Yeah, that's legit. Like they want, like you need, and I think you have to spend like 5% of the budget to construction budget on art. Like they want art everywhere.
It's illegal to whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m. in Berkeley.
Berkeley, California. Oh my goodness. This is a crazy show. This is a good show we had this week. A lot of awesome facts. Man.
And now, one big cowbell.
Yay, cowbell. I was thinking of you yesterday. We were on a paddle boat on the river. And there was a dinner cruise, and they have this big bell. And I lifted the 12-year-old I was with up there, and he grabbed the little rope on the bell and was going like this and went clang. I said, more cowbell, even though it wasn't a cowbell. I was thinking of you. Yeah, he had a black. I rang the bell. I rang the bell. We
Right.
heard you. People on shore could hear you.
There is just something about ringing a bell.
And being 9 years old.
It's like living my best life over 50 saying do less cowbell. Well, we could do less cowbell right there.
Yeah. Are you still doing 8-ball questions? Will the heat
Well,
last the summer? Says Luana Pierce.
will the heat last the summer? Let's ask the magic 8-ball. Magic 8-ball, magic 8-ball, tell me true. Will the heat last the summer for Luana Lou? I got to get my big eye here so I can read this thing. It says, better not tell you now.
My goodness, I don't like the sound of that.
That's what the 8-ball has to say about it.
A lot of people are fans of the less cowbell.
Yeah, my big eye. I got to have my big eye to see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
When glasses just aren't enough.
Here you go.
Oh, they love the little cowbell, the less cowbell.
I dig it.
Oh.
Oh,
And Porter Woodworks wants to know, is the pneumonia gonna plant me? Porter Woodworks wants to know if their pneumonia is gonna plant them. Magic 8-ball, tell me true. Let's see what it's got to say to you.
Matt, do I see my shadow?
It says it is certain. You better get on some good antibiotics, buddy.
Living my best life over 50 wants to know if I see my shadow. Is that like a Punk Satani Phil type reference where the groundhog sees the shadow? I don't know about groundhogs. I know about bunnies and rabbits.
Jim Bashir says animals are banned from mating publicly within 1,500 feet of a tavern, school, or place of worship in California.
That one came up on a different show. That's crazy. How are you supposed to? Animals don't obey the law. They don't read signs.
In California, women may not drive in a house coat.
Oh my goodness.
See, things have changed so much over the years.
Hey, Ralph Strucking's here.
Hey, Ralph, good to have you in the house. Everybody be sure and check Ralph out. They do a big deal tomorrow. A whole bunch of them get together and do a Grow Day deal for networking, and he's part of that group, so be sure you get linked up with him. But things have changed so much over the years. You know, when I was a kid growing up, you got dressed up to go to the grocery. You know,
used to dress up to get on planes. Now it's like a bus. Just
you didn't wear jeans. You know, you put on your decent clothes. Not necessarily Sunday go to meeting, but you cleaned up, and that's how you went to town. Now they're barely dressed at all when they go. And ladies will jump in their vehicles in the morning in their house coats and slippers and their nightgowns and take the kids to school. And Lord have mercy, can you imagine if your car broke down and you not wearing decent clothes? You're barely dressed.
Yep.
I mean, I try to think about that, even if I'm just going a couple blocks up the street for something, you know? Like, now, if the vehicle broke down, would I be embarrassed for anybody to see me and what I've got on?
I do it too. My wife's like, why are you changing your shorts? Because, I got to run to the store real quick. Well, what's wrong with those shorts? I'm like, these ones I put on are just a touch nicer. She goes, what's it matter? I'm like, yeah, you're... Anna B. Workshops here. Stopping in real quick.
Good to have you with us.
It is late where she is at, Brenda.
Yep.
She's Germany, I think.
Yep. Good to have Anna in the house. Always good to see her. Anybody else want us to raise the curtain before we call it a night here? If you want us to raise the curtain, type raise the curtain in the chat, and we will put your channel up on the screen so everybody can see what you're doing. This is last call.
Oh, let me ask Anna something. Anna, do you know Laura Kampf? She's from Cologne, Germany. Don't know if you've ever ran into her or know her, but she's in your country.
Dan Angie says every law with no victim should be stricken from the books.
Well, yeah, laws are to prevent damages.
Well,
And to rectify damages.
the thing of it is, though, you have drug laws and stuff on the books that,
Yeah.
Not necessarily a victim.
Luana, the Walmart videos where people wear, let's not show any of that. That stuff's horrifying sometimes.
Who was that? I was telling just yesterday, I got off on that. They said something about how their wife dressed or something. And I said, you take a look at the people of Walmart, and I'm sure that she does better than that.
Yes, Anna B does know Laura, the person I showed. Cool. That's what I love about this community. I mean, it's global, and a lot of cool people.
Jim Bashir says in Chico, California, detonating a nuclear device within the city limits results in a $500 fine.
Yeah. You'd be in much more trouble if you owned and or detonated one, believe me. Anything you need to say about me?
I think that we have pretty much covered the gambit here. It doesn't look like anybody else wants us to raise the curtain on their channels.
Okay.
So I think we're going to call it a night, and we do this every Thursday. Now, next week, Russ Clarity will be with me instead of Matt. Matt's going on a busman's holiday and leaving me unsupervised.
I regret it already. I'm going to miss the chat room. So I'll see you in 2 weeks, but check back here, as Brenda said, next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
He wants to see if Russ is going to be able to keep me under control.
Oh. I could only imagine what will happen.
Because he can just barely keep me under control.
Oh, no. See, now you'll have full control of the channel while he's on your show.
That's right.
It's going to get interesting.
Well, it's good to have everybody with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. And if you need to come back and watch any part of this that you missed, you're welcome to do so. It takes a while since this is going through StreamYard for it to process. But later tonight, it'll be up. I will also have a new Heiferhaven episode up tonight. And be sure and share those around. I don't want that to be the best kept secret because it's free advice. Everybody needs free advice. It's not necessarily good, but it is free. So with that being said, we're going to call it a night here, and we'll see you back here next Thursday. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.